Hey, Mary Beth, how are you?
Oh, good, good. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I can't complain. Just trying to wrap up. I finally got the video that I did last time. I finally got it edited, so that I could upload it to YouTube. So, because I
Oh,
had never
good.
edited a video before, and so I was having to learn that. And I was doing that before I came on just now.
Oh, okay, good, good. What did you use to edit it?
A Power Soft.
Okay, do you like it?
I mean, I don't really have anything to compare it to.
Oh, what's it called? A Power Soft?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I'm
I had to
looking.
look Yeah, I had to
Okay,
look at
yeah,
a couple.
I'm looking at some different things.
Yeah, I had to look at a couple of tutorials to figure out what I need to do. Now I need to figure out. Now I need to learn how to add my intro and outro for my YouTube videos. So I got to figure that out because I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I checked with Amanda yesterday, and she gave me a recommendation for some editing software too. So I'm gonna check into all of that, and then get my intro and outros, start to get the process started. I
Yeah.
just kind of had them out there. I've had them done for a while, but I know YouTube used to allow you to edit them right through YouTube, but they discontinued that feature inside of YouTube.
That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah, they
Probably.
used to have a simple process where you could just do the video and then edit it right there inside of your YouTube account. And that, to my knowledge, I don't think that exists anymore because I did some research.
Oh,
I can
okay.
look for some how-to videos on how to upload and how to edit, add outros and intros, and it doesn't seem to
Mhm.
be possible. And I looked through my YouTube account and I couldn't find anything. It seems as though you
Okay.
definitely have to use like a third-party editing type of platform.
Right, right. So tonight we're talking about
Yeah,
what is
what
it?
I'm going to talk about, I'm going to address, what I see, and what I have experienced, for quite some time with regards to online success and failure. So I'll go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and share my viewpoints as to why I see people, what and why I see people failing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the most common reasons for it, and it really is huge out there. There's definitely, unfortunately, more failure than there is success, and I think one of the reasons is there's a lot of hype out there, on the
Yeah.
internet. I mean, you probably see that too, Facebook posts, and I'm sure you're on a lot of top marketers' email lists as well, and
Mm-hmm.
YouTube videos. I see a lot of very hyped up, overinflated income claims.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, like I
Yeah.
see people attaching very high, unrealistic dollar amounts to different opportunities, like where, make this much in one day or make this much in a week or whatnot. And people don't realize, for the average person out there who probably doesn't have a huge list, probably
Right.
doesn't have a huge following, probably doesn't have a huge advertising budget, those numbers just are completely unrealistic, and they're not going to happen. But unfortunately, the flip side is there's a lot of desperate people out there that
Yeah.
are turning to the internet because they're either losing their jobs or close to losing their jobs, or they need to supplement their current incomes because they just don't make enough, every 2 weeks to cover their bills. So they come online and they're looking for opportunities, and they fall victim to these claims, these unrealistic claims where they overpromise and underdeliver. And then
Yeah.
people get into them, and they're, seeing these hyped up lifestyles too. That's another thing, where people are distorting the true potential and realistic potential and expectations. I see it all the time. I mean, I've been doing this, for 11 years now, and especially guys, like they'll go out there and they'll rent these cars that are very, very expensive, and people don't realize that oftentimes, I mean, when you think about the opportunity, it's a lower ticket opportunity. There's no possible way they can afford, these lavish lifestyles. And
Yeah.
rentals, like such as, they rent different penthouses and condos, and they kind of pass it off as their own, and they go out there,
Mm-hmm.
test drive vehicles, and then they go somewhere and then they take a picture of the vehicle or they rent it, and then they're using it. They're incorporating these lavish lifestyles into their marketing, and people don't realize that a lot of it is It's not true ownership.
Yeah.
It's rentals, you know, and then they get into these opportunities and then they're expecting the same, or, you know, they're very delusional. And then when, you know, they don't have overnight success and they're not making all this money in a really short amount of time, then they just throw in the towel and they give up.
Right.
I don't know. Are you kind of saying that too, where you get like different emails, you know? I mean, I get them all day long. I'm on all, you know, I've been doing this a long time. So I've made it on a lot of people's email lists. And it's just, you know, ridiculous. The subject lines, you know, what they read. And then when I go out to the different work from home groups on Facebook, and my newsfeed populates and it comes up, and I'm just seeing a lot of very, very unrealistic posts, and the way people are presenting opportunities in very, you know, unrealistic, falsified ways.
Yeah. And then it's like, how do you strike that balance between, because I know when in my old network marketing days, it was all about getting people excited. It's all about the emotion. You get people excited, and then they get started with no real concrete plan of action or any realistic goals or any of that, you know. And then when you ask for specifics, you couldn't get specifics. So it's like, how do you strike that balance between maybe the word would be enthusiasm, because you want to be enthusiastic.
Exactly. I totally agree.
Yeah, but you don't want people to only come in on emotion. I mean, I know, like myself, I mean, I was thirsty for not income claims, but thirsty, and I still am, even not, you know, because I've been on these masterminds, thirsty for what is it really going to take, you know, and I'm a big numbers person. So when I hear somebody say it's a numbers game, okay, give me the numbers. So I can.
Well, right. I can relate to that too. Yeah, you have to have something, a basis to guide you forward on like what you realistically need to get on a daily basis as far as lead generation, which basically, you know, there's all that hype out there. So I think that really sets people up for failure before they even get started, before they even get their feet wet. Because they see all this stuff and they're very desperate. They become very delusional, and they think that they're going to be able to, you know, accomplish that and have the same lifestyle in a relatively short amount of time. And it's just not realistic. And then when people do actually join, you know, they make that initial investment, they get started. What I see in a lot of these programs is there's no training, there's no support, there's no mentorship, there's no webinars. Many of the programs out there have just kind of like a skeleton back office. There's no training back there in the back offices whatsoever. They just put the bare minimum products just to stay legal and compliant so they don't get shut down by the FTC. And at best, there's about 2 to 3 paid traffic resources in a lot of these back offices. And that's about it. There's just nothing to really lead people and guide people. And then, you know, through the process on how to actually generate traffic and leads. There's just no training. There's a couple resources, and that's it. And then for the average person who doesn't have a sizable enough marketing budget to be able to actually tap into the couple resources that are back there and keep them going, you know, for an extended period of time. Because a lot of people just starting out who are newbies or just starting off don't have extensive budgets. So that's not going to work for the average person. And there's no free marketing strategies back there to really teach people how to effectively utilize like what we do, you know, Power Lead System, Facebook and YouTube and different social media platforms, free marketing strategies like are in the products, you know, like the free endless free leads and free ad secrets and all that within Power Lead System. So there's the training element is gone. There's just no training, and people, you know, if they don't join the right person, and if somebody doesn't have like a training platform in place for them, they're not going to succeed. They're just not. A lot of people go into these programs blind. It's kind of like the blind leading the blind. They jump in, they pay whatever it is, you know, $100, $500, $1,000, and they have no course of action. There's no blueprint for them to follow, and it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad because people like, you know, when they try to get somebody into joining the program, they kind of lead them astray, and then once they join, a lot of sponsors will just kind of leave the people, kind of hanging. They just kind of disappear. They lure them in, wanting their money, and then once they get that money, basically they're gone. And if a program doesn't have the training in place, people just aren't going to succeed, especially newbies. Because they come in and they have no idea what to do, to how to start, the process. And another thing is a lot of these programs don't have funnels. There's a lot of them don't even have capture pages. So you have to go to like a third party source capture pages. There's no funnels in place. And if there is a capture page, it's very generic. It's something that's not going to work. It's not going to convert. And then everybody starts using the same capture page, and then it becomes oversaturated, and you're not going to be able to build, get traction and build momentum and get people entering their information. So, the bottom line is you're not going to have enough of leads coming through, so you're going to suffer from lead poverty because they don't have the funnel system. There's no training for traffic and lead generation. And then also the last, funnel, like a good funnel system, a good converting funnel is pretty much, number one. Number two is being able to, generate traffic and leads, and that element is because the training, especially for new people starting out, it's not there, so they're not going to succeed because they don't know what to do. And if they don't have an advertising budget, they're not going to be able to tap into a couple of those paid resources. And then there's also no follow-up system in place either. There's no follow-up series, there's no follow-up email series. Some of them you can't even attach and integrate a third-party autoresponder to the system, so you have to go outside of the system and get your own funnel system created. So those three elements, the funnel, the traffic and lead generation, training is missing, and so is a good follow-up system. They don't even provide you with follow-up emails, which is extremely, critical to being successful, because a lot of people, when they look at an opportunity for the first time, don't purchase right on the spot.
Well, see, and that was the one. That was the one thing that you just now that you mentioned is that one of the things that you learn is that people don't purchase on their first exposure. They're going to purchase. They don't.
Very seldom, if ever. No.
So then for the new person that's coming in, even if they've got the funds, what I've learned is that a new person coming in, even if they have a marketing budget, but they don't have a following, then it's still going to take time. It's still going to take time. So then the question is, okay, how can you generate cash flow in the meantime while you're trying to promote your main product? And I think I think that the Power Lead system, I think that Lead Lightning probably really satisfies that need to create
that's what I was going to lead into now, because like I say, lead poverty is really the biggest reason why people don't succeed, because they don't have the tools, they don't have the training, they don't have the resources to be able to generate a certain amount of lead flow on a daily basis. And I think, the magic number is definitely you have to be generating double-digit leads on a daily basis, at a bare minimum to get anywhere in your business and to create a positive cash flow. And especially if you want to if your goal is to create a full-time income, it's definitely right around 50 to 100 leads a day, because it's a numbers game,
Okay, so let's talk. Well, yeah, I wanted to ask you more specifically about that when we talk about the leads, because we talked about, Facebook being an option, YouTube.
Yeah, Facebook is definitely a really good option. You just have to plug away at it and build it up. And the main thing, that I learned is you have to get to that magic number of 5,000 friends.
Okay.
Because with the algorithms of Facebook, it's always changing. I don't even know. It's always changing. So I've never been able to figure out what the percentage of reach is to reach your friends. How many friends are actually seeing your posts? On a daily basis.
But if you get to 5,000, then if you're at 5,000,
even if you have 5,000 friends, I know there's nowhere near 5,000 that are actually seeing your content.
Oh yeah. But
Yeah,
how many leads would you say that you generate from once you get your Facebook level up to
but
5,000? How many leads would you say you generate from Facebook?
well, see, it's a process, and like you have to really just do it every single day and get it built up and stay active on it. And then the ways to expand your
Mm-hmm.
reach is to go out there in the news feeds, and I usually do it every morning, is to try to go through your news feeds when it comes up and comment and like your different friends that you can relate and resonate to their posts, because that's going to, get your activity built up. Facebook's going to see that you're active, and then people are
Mm-hmm.
going to see you liking their posts and their comments. And a lot of them are going to be curious, like, oh, who is this person that keeps liking my posts? Who is this person that keeps responding to my posts? And that's going to draw them and attract them onto your profile. That's why
Mm-hmm.
you want to have that professional profile. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Amanda taught us with the fiber. I know that really made a big, big difference. With me getting a professional cover photo and a professional profile photo, and just
Mm-hmm.
giving it a professional look, like you're in business, like
Mm-hmm.
it's a business related thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have like a nice little slogan relating to
Mm-hmm.
business. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that 5,000 is definitely the magic number. And then just mixing it up with content and posting every single day, different times of the day. Like I mentioned before, like
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle, that's a great thing to, bring people like into your world, and just, show some different things, what you're doing, like when you go out to eat, when you travel, things at home, like, your backyard, just
Mm-hmm.
getting out there in the summertime and taking some nice nature pictures, outdoor pictures, things of that type, with your family and pets and,
Mm-hmm.
whatever,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you can when you go places, just like personalize your lifestyle, whatever you're comfortable showing and sharing, about you and your family.
Well, how did you?
Yeah, go ahead. Uh-huh.
Well, like you, because I know we had talked about a specific strategy to get up to the 5,000 on Facebook. So we talked about that. How do you get your YouTube subscribers up? That's the one
Oh,
thing
okay,
that.
on YouTube. Yeah, so basically there's Facebook. Now YouTube, like I mentioned in the previous video, I'm getting a lot of value from that course that I just recently purchased.
Okay.
Um, it's called YouTube Maximizer.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, that's something, but I mean, a lot of that stuff, if you really dig deep into YouTube and you want to learn
Mhm.
specific strategies on YouTube, if you go to YouTube itself and
Mhm.
search out how to do something on YouTube, you're going to
Mhm.
find some good value-based content that will teach you. You
Okay.
really, you really are, and then you can plug into those type of videos. But yeah,
Mhm.
basically what I've done, and it's helped me out, is I had one of those professional cover photos created for my YouTube. Have you had one of those done already?
Oh, well, you're talking about for your. Yeah,
For
I mean,
YouTube,
I've had
for
that.
your,
Yeah.
for your YouTube channel, because
Right.
mine has like a little icon with subscribe, and then it has like arrows going down to that. But what you have to do is just give a call to action at the very end of your video and tell
Okay.
people exactly what you want them to do. And
Okay.
and just keep putting content out. Keep making videos as often as you can. If you can do
Okay.
one a day, that's ideal. Even minimum every other day. And just
Okay.
getting yourself out there. And at the
Mhm.
end, give a call to action. Say, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like it, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Because the
Okay.
subscribership is what's going to raise your subscribers. And then that's
Right. Right.
going to increase your viewers, and then that's going to help you to rank your videos higher, because the more eyeballs you have, the more
Mhm.
views. That's all part of YouTube's algorithms.
Okay.
For
Okay.
getting your
Yeah.
videos ranked and seen more, especially on page like 1 and 2 of YouTube. Because I mean, it's like the
Yeah.
title, is comes into play. Your tags come into play, and
Mhm.
your description comes into play. So whatever you're
Mhm.
trying to rank for, you want to put it in your title. You want to have a good title and use it like a keyword tool researcher, so that you can research the statistics of how many
Mhm.
people are searching out that keyword or
Mhm.
program or keyword phrase in a given month. And then you don't want anything that has too many views, because it's going to be too hard to rank. But you want something that's kind of moderate.
Mhm.
I would say
Okay.
something that's probably getting at least 20 to 50,000 views a month. Something that's
Okay.
at least popular enough that it's getting searched out, but not
Mhm.
something that's, ridiculous where it's getting like 100,000 or more, where it's going to be, where you can actually, rank for it with
Right,
the right,
right.
with the right thing. So, and then, put your keyword or your keyword phrase in your description about
Mhm.
5 to 7 times
Mhm.
and kind of start with it and end with it.
Mhm. Okay.
And then you want to have it sprinkled throughout your tags as well in different variations, whatever it is, like the word, if it's a program, I mean, you can put like review after it, you can put the word scam after it, proof, presentation, like for example, Power Lead,
Mhm.
you can put Power
Mhm.
Lead System by itself, with spaces, with no
Mhm.
spaces, and then Power Lead System proof, Power Lead System review,
Mhm.
those type of words. And if,
Mhm.
if you go out to YouTube and if you put Power Lead System in YouTube, it'll come up
Mhm.
with different variations after.
Okay.
And you can use
Okay.
things like Power Lead System 2018, Power Lead
Mhm.
System scam, review, proof, presentation, those type of words after the name of the program. And just sprinkle it out and mix it up in those tags. But yeah, the main thing is you have to have,
Okay.
it's all about getting views and eyeballs and traffic too. That's one of the things, one of the algorithms, one of the formulas. So to do that, you want to give a verbal call to action. Say, I hope that you've enjoyed this video, that I've provided you with some good value today and some inspiration. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like,
Mhm.
and provide me some feedback, some comments, and be sure and subscribe to my channel so that you'll get notified as I, create more videos, which I will be doing very soon. And then you can get
Mhm.
notified and you can follow me. So you kind of have to give the call to action. And the way you have your outro, correct? Like my outro has,
Yes.
it gives the call to action in text. Mine says,
Yes.
like, comment, subscribe. So they'll see that too. So they'll be able to visually see it through the outro. And then, but you have to give a call to action at the close of every single video, and just encourage them to subscribe to your channel so that they can get notified when as you make videos. So that's the way to do it. And then the time that somebody stays on the video too is also part of the algorithm. So the people who, stay on it from start to finish and watch it, the number of views, the people that do that, that's going to come into play too. So there's different variables where you can, utilize some basic SEO, search engine optimization, with your
Mhm.
title, your tags, and your description, the number
Mhm.
of views, and
Mhm.
then the time element.
Mhm. Okay. Well, I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good in getting consistent
But the main
Facebook
thing is just
friends.
consistency, and then once you do start to build a following too, and then keep putting your videos out there, you're going to get, YouTube's going to start to favor them too, because they're going to see that, you have more content-rich, like content out there, and that, you're getting more
Mhm.
engagement, and you're out there more. So that's going to help you too.
Mhm.
That's going to help you to grow your subscribers as well,
Okay.
because more people that, like your videos are going to keep
Okay.
coming back, and they're going to keep looking for you too. Because once they subscribe to your channel, they're going to
Mhm.
come onto the channel, and they'll be looking for your videos as well.
Mhm.
So that's why you want to get
Yeah.
going. And the main thing is, like with the first 90 to 120 days of building that YouTube channel up, you almost have to do a video, something every day.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been
Even if
really
you just
trying.
put yourself out there for 2 to 3 minutes, even if you don't have time to do like an elaborate one, at least sharing something for just 2 to 3 minutes is
Right.
better than not putting anything at all.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do lately, is trying to put
To
something up.
build it up, when you're first trying to build that channel, that the first, like I say, 3 to 4 months, 90 to 120 days is the critical stage. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, and that seemed like that's for everything, for your
It
entire
is. It
online
is.
business.
Particularly for everything, list building, your list, Facebook, building that 5,000 friends, and YouTube.
Mhm. Yeah. So
But
so
I've
what
noticed, like with YouTube, I use YouTube and Facebook pretty regularly and consistently now, daily. I'm just forcing myself to keep building it.
and so from those mediums, people, when you say leads, these are people that are contacting you wanting more information?
Well, some of them opt in, some of them like from Facebook, because what I'll do with Facebook, I found out it helps to post in the work from home groups to an extent,
Okay.
to collect leads, to collect opt-ins, But you really don't want to be responding back to those people if they want information from the work from home groups. I've just found it to not be a good utilization of time because you're not connected to them. You're not on their friends list. When you respond, 9 chances out of 10, you're going to go into their into their spam folder. They're probably never going to even see your reply back. But if you can do like a nice post, kind of showing yourself, and once you get proof, to incorporate that proof in there, and then put your link in there. That's what I've been doing for Power Lead System. I've taken some proof. I've put like a picture of me and my kids on vacation, and I've used PicMonkey to do that. Like an image creator.
Okay.
And then I do include my link to my capture page in the post. And I just go out there.
Okay.
In a 24-hour period, I've been able to generate about 20 leads, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's free leads. So just posting in some large work from home groups for Power Lead System, I've been averaging about 20, 25 leads. And it's
how many posts, how many groups do you post to?
I do about 20 posts, you have to space it. I do about 10 in the morning and about 10 late at night.
Okay.
That's nice to know. In about a 24-hour period. But I found, some of the groups don't get anything. So if you do about 20 posts, 10 and 10, you're going to hit a couple key groups where one of those posts is going to take off.
Okay. Okay. And you get some leads from that.
And I get some leads from that, yeah. And then, I'll post like the Sunday Hangout. Usually I'll put something to that effect. And then I'll either put a post up for Wednesday or Thursday Hangouts.
Okay.
On Sunday nights, I'll put the freedomtakers.net link. And then I'll put the Wednesday or Thursday link to that Hangout, on my wall, that is. I post it on my wall. So I collect a few leads that way, and have a few people commenting, wanting more information. So that's why I kind of share that with them for my 5,000, Facebook friends on my profile page. And that's, from the Hangouts.
Okay. Well, that's nice to know because I didn't know the work from home groups were effective at all. I guess
but by and large, they're, like I say, they're not the best utilization of your time. But they do work to an extent, I mean, they definitely will produce leads. Even if you're generating, 20 leads a day over, 30 days, that's about 600 leads a month or so.
And these are the ones that are
perspective. If you look at the big picture, a total number of leads in a 30-day period, you never know what's going to come out of that 600 or 600 plus leads. Yeah, you kind of have to fish, you kind of have to fish in multiple ponds, and just use multiple, usually 3 to 5 sources and strategies is about what it takes to really build something up. But yeah, I mean, Facebook is definitely a great platform because there's so many people on Facebook, and you never know. It's a numbers game. You never know who you're going to reach.
Right. Well, that's nice to know.
I definitely got sign-ups on Power Lead System from, posting on my personal page and in the work from home groups. I mean, it's going to be sporadic. It's going to be hit and miss, but it definitely works.
Well, for a newbie, I think anything is better than nothing,
Well, it definitely works. For someone, who is new, and of course, someone new, with a limited budget, definitely it's a great, viable resource to use. So, like I said, I've done on my personal page the Sunday Hangout, and I'll either do the Wednesday or the Thursday, and I'll take a picture, like an image or something.
Okay.
And
then that's nice to know. So I'll.
Yeah, and then I'll put something, then I'll put the link, and then in the work from home groups, like I said, I'll take a lifestyle picture, I'll take some proof, a lifestyle picture, and then I'll just put something, I'll do like a little paragraph, something personal that people can relate to, and I'll stick my link in there.
Okay.
So and then, like I said,
maybe I'll add that to my daily things that I do. Maybe I can add that. Yeah,
Facebook, and then YouTube. Yeah, you definitely want to tap into YouTube. YouTube's going to be much more valuable, I think, than Facebook, because it allows you to build that know, like, and trust. And when people can see you, they can attach a name with a face and a voice, and then they, get a feel for your personality. And you know, you're able to talk to them and speak like your message and your mind and all of that, and then give a call to action.
Okay.
And that's going to, I think, help you to definitely create momentum and you know, viewership, subscribers, and a following, and then building your know, like, and trust. Have people keep coming back, and then when they're ready to take action, you know, they're going to know who you are, and then they're going to reach out to you.
Right.
And for YouTube, basically, I do put my Facebook link in case they want to. I give them some choices. I do put my phone number. I put my cell phone, and I do have people that reach out to me to text and call me, and that's
okay.
very, very effective, you know, because if they can reach you, they feel it builds up their confidence that you're going to be there to help them. You know, when after they make the investment, after they purchase, you know, it builds up the trust and it builds up the confidence. Well, yeah, she's a real person. I have her cell phone number, and she said I can text or call her if I need anything. So that really helps.
Yeah, email and the Facebook, and I mean, I give
people, you know, wanting to come in at the higher levels, or that, you know, if they know that there's a real person that's going to be there to help, lead, guide, and support them, and they can actually reach them, you know. So I give people two different ways and means. I give them my Facebook link so they can message me on Facebook. A lot of people message me back and forth that way, and those that want to reach out to me and through text or on the phone, I put my number out there. And then of course I do put my link to my capture pages, you know, the first thing in the description, and then below that I will put my Facebook link and my phone number.
Another thing that I was thinking that probably hurts new people online is not having, because even if you have the funds, the budget to do marketing, it helps to have a cash flow coming in. And
well, yeah, because you have to keep it going, you know, just somebody initially invest in a program and maybe that for one or two ad campaigns, then if their funds are exhausted and they can't keep the process going, that's gonna cause them to plummet, you know, right then and there. It's gonna just basically get them stuck in a rut.
So Lightning, one of the things that probably helps with that cash flow and creates that buyers list that we talk about.
It does. Yeah, the Lead Lightning, if you push that, because it's $7, you get $6. So it's very, very affordable. And, you know, it kind of sells itself. So if you push that, it's going to, at least, if you do that in a 30-day period, you should have enough of money coming in from that one product alone to at least keep the investing in solo ads going.
Yeah.
So at least,
and then you can keep marketing those people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that would, you definitely need some type of other, you know, income stream coming in so that you can keep investing.
Yeah.
Somebody, like, especially if they're in Power Lead System, they almost have to be in like an affordable instant pay program that converts. Something that's affordable that, you know, people are doing something like at a $25, a $50, or $100 price point, where they can have, you know, multiple sales coming in throughout the week to take the funds from that, a percentage of the funds from that, and pump it into traffic.
Yes. Right. So that's what I decided I was going to do, is I was going to start spending my money promoting Lead Lightning, because I know that I can generate a cash flow from that, but continue to follow up with them to upsell them into like becoming a gold member.
The Power Lead System into the gold. Exactly.
Yeah. So that I'm changing that up a little bit. So
that's a good strategy. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, people do fail because once the cash flow is exhausted, they can't keep the process going. And then, of course, the momentum and whatever traction they build up, the prospects, they don't have the money to keep it going. And then, of course, their lead flow just substantially plummets. And then, of course, there's no activity, there's no momentum, there's no leads coming in. And then it pretty much just goes dormant and just kind of dies off.
You know, because at first, when you're first getting started, $6 doesn't seem a lot when you're first getting started because you're looking at all these big numbers. But once you start seriously working the business, anything you're grateful for. And so then
absolutely.
Then you start looking at that $6, you know, a lot differently, because you know, you like you said, you can multiply that several times. So if you sell 6 of those lead lightning packages, that's instant income. You don't have to worry about someone canceling their subscription later.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, 6. I mean, that's
and then you keep, you know, following up with them.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know the source.
Then you can keep following up with them to up.
Well, yeah, exactly. And you know, a really good affordable place to go for traffic is MLM Leads.
Oh.
If you want to write this down, I'll tell you a really good source, and you can actually get one of their starter packages for like $40.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you want to write this down, this is a really good source.
Yeah.
I've been using them, MLM Leads, LEADS.com, MLMleads.com. And you want to look at the here's what you want to do. You want to pick the package that says My Autopilot Traffic nationwide. Yeah, My Autopilot Traffic nationwide, because that's going to allow you to tap into U.S. Tier 1 traffic.
Okay.
And their basic package starts at like $40. Okay. So that should start producing some lead flow, and they have good quality leads, you know, for the Power Lead system. That's what I would highly recommend someone starting out, because it's going to be around $40, and it's going to start producing, you know, leads. And over time, you know, over the 30-day period, you should be able to convert a few of those people here and there from those traffic campaigns. MLMleads.com, My Autopilot Traffic nationwide. And
I wrote that down.
$40 or $41. That's the package that you can start off with. That's their starter package.
Okay, well, thank you. I think I may have heard about them, but I didn't know a lot, like all the detail that you just gave me. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the actual traffic package you want, the My Autopilot nationwide.
Okay, so how many leads do you get for the $41?
Well, it's gonna be about I think per clicks. So I think it's like 40 clicks or something. Yeah,
okay.
40 clicks.
Okay.
I believe it, you know, give or take. I think he over delivers a little bit.
Yeah,
so you might come out with about 50 leads or so.
Okay. And then you know,
it's gonna be, you know, on a click basis. So however many is gonna come out of that, I don't know. He'll probably deliver 40 to 50 clicks. So you know, you could get however many opt-ins, you know, come out of that.
Now, how many of those, like once a week, should you be buying one of those packages?
Whatever's in your budget, you know.
Okay.
You can go there. If you want to do one of those at the beginning of the week, his next one is like 100 clicks, or so. I think it's like $115.
But even if you profit even a little bit and you reinvest those profits into more leads, you can scale up.
Like you could do MLM Leads. Another great place is Udemy. You probably heard of that, Udemy?
Yeah, I heard of
Udemy.com. Yeah, Udemy.com.
Yes.
Yeah, there's some really good sources there too.
Okay.
The one that
I think that.
Yeah, the one I've had the best results with, if you want to write this down, Desmond, DESMOND. I'll give you his name. He's really good. Desmond Akil Smith. AKIL, Desmond Akil Smith. Yeah, he's a really good vendor.
Okay.
And then, you want the tier 1 traffic. And then what's nice is you can control. There's like a little sliding scale, so you can, do your budget. Whether you want to purchase, 50 clicks, 100 clicks, 125 clicks, do the sliding thing. It'll tell you what the price is. Okay,
and then you couple that with don't they call the smaller price points a tripwire? Is that what they call it? Like, I don't know. I've heard people call it a tripwire, but it's when you start off with a smaller sale and then they become part of your buyer list and you build that up and then you upgrade them to the higher ticket items.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's just the word that I had heard used. So I was
like I say, if you stay focused with Facebook, with YouTube, those are probably the two best free resources. And if you just do that daily, incorporate it into your daily marketing mix, and then just buy your traffic and scale up, just scale up over time, over that 90 to 120 day period. But yeah, Udemy is definitely very good. Another gentleman that is really good there, his name is Malik, M-A-L-I-K.
Mm-hmm.
The last name is Trotman, T-R-O-T-M-A-N.
Okay.
He's very good too. And then there's another one called Dana, D-A-N-A.
Mm-hmm.
Solo, S-O-L-O.
Okay.
Yeah, those three, have really good traffic. And like I said, you can adjust it, put in the number of clicks, it'll give you a price, and then you can go back or forward if you want less or more, depending on the price. And then combine something like that with the MLM leads, and then you can just start the process.
Right. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Is just because then it's like, even if you make some small sales online, then your morale goes up. Because if they tell
absolutely. Yeah, and then another thing too, people just expect, instant results, instantaneous results when they join these programs. And that's another, huge blunder why people don't succeed, because they don't have the patience. They're, like I say, a lot of the way these programs are presented are very, they hype them up, overpromise, underdeliver, and then people get into them and they're expecting to make money their first week, their first 2 weeks. And when they don't see a profit within, a week or 2 weeks, a lot of them quit. They give up. They give up way too fast. They're not willing to commit to the process. They're not willing to go through a 90-day challenge or, to stick with it, because you have to build a foundation. You've got to build a list. People don't realize that people don't buy on the spot. And
right.
The statistics generally say 4 to 7 times where people have to keep coming back to an offer to look at it before they can make up their mind to actually purchase it.
Right.
That's part of the instant results and that instant gratification. And when that doesn't happen, real quick out of the gate, like within a week or 2 weeks, and people are off to the next shiny object. And they just program hop. I just see a whole lot of program hopping. Like I see people 1 week promoting one offer on Facebook, posting, then the next week they're posting another offer. And they don't stick with it. They don't commit.
Well, and then I was just thinking about this too, that because you hear that 97% of people don't make it online or whatever.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, but it sounds like though most people don't make it online, not because it's really, really difficult. It's because of lack of the proper information and the wrong expectation.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You hit it right on the nail. Exactly. They don't have the right training. They don't have the right training, and their expectations are just not, they're not realistic. People, want a lot of money right away, and they don't realize that, you have to build. It's a building process. You have to start off, with those smaller commissions, whether it's, $50 a week, $100 a week, and they're going to increase. They're going to increase over time. But people want, they want, the $500 or $1,000 weeks instantly, and when it doesn't happen, they think, well, this program doesn't work. Then they call it a scam, and they go off into something else.
Yeah. So it's even more important, I think, to start off smaller and slower.
Yeah, it is, and you have to stick with it. A lot of people just aren't willing to stick with it. For how long it takes to get something really built up. They do come with very unrealistic expectations. And a lot of it, like I said, a lot of these programs, and Power Lead System is definitely a rare exception. I mean, the products are there; they're very, very good. What we have goes above and beyond that. So the people that really want to succeed, it's really about as foolproof and fail-proof as you can get. Power Lead System, because there's the Freedom Takers group with the co-op, with the extra training, and the files, the funnels, the done-for-you funnels, the converting funnels, the follow-up system, the follow-up emails, the whole gamut. Everything.
Well, and then the training that's provided by Power Lead System on Thursday nights. I mean, That's real training. I mean, yes, it does. It does convert people into purchasing the product,
But
but
yeah,
that
it
that
is
in
real training. Yeah, the
real
Wednesday
training.
plus, they have the Wednesday and the Thursday night
Yeah,
hangouts that does give you
yeah,
real value-based content for marketing,
yeah,
what to do, how to do. Yeah, Franco puts on some really good
yeah.
presentations. I've been watching them and I've been learning, quite a bit from him. And then we've got the products in the back office, and if you take the time to go through those and then, apply and implement what you learn right away. And that's
Right,
another common, I think, stumbling block. A lot of people might go through the training if they can get their hands on some good training, but they don't follow through. They don't go out there and apply and implement it. They just kind of let it
hmm,
pass by. They don't put the work in right away
hmm.
to actually make it happen, to start generating the leads.
Right, right. Well, and then like you said, it's all about, instant gratification. But if we think about the things that we do every day just on our jobs, I mean,
Well,
the work
exactly,
that I would put
exactly.
in my
People go
business.
to work every day and they put in their 8, 9, 10 hours a day, and they're doing like the repetitive things, but they're not willing to do it to invest, in their own time and
So,
money in their own business.
yeah, yeah, and it won't take as it definitely no, it's not a get rich quick scheme, but it's not going to take nearly as long to generate an income online as it will that same income, with a job, because there's a limit to how much you can make. You know
Well,
what I mean?
exactly, exactly. Most jobs, max out. There's a cap. There's a cap on the earnings, and people might stay, at one level for a year, 2 years before they even get a raise or an increase, and they don't look at it though that way.
Right, right. Like you said, that in a way, that's another form of immediate gratification. I mean, you do need a cash flow, so some type of employment or job, yeah,
Well,
that
yeah,
does
the
have its
job. I mean,
place.
if you can, but if people can just prioritize too, like a lot of people
Right,
waste a lot of money on going out to eat, restaurants and things like that every week, like lottery tickets and things of that type. And if they could just prioritize and get their priorities straight, and instead
right.
of taking the money that they would investing in things that aren't going to produce or give them anything, and put it into traffic or something that's going to help to scale up their home-based business, that'd be so much further ahead.
Right, right. Well, you've definitely provided this newbie with a lot of information. I appreciate
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah, but definitely keep the YouTube going. Build that up. Build your following. Give the call to action at the end of every single video. Try to get at least one video out there every single day. Because in the beginning, the people that are going to resonate with you and you're going to build that following, they're going to start looking for you. You'd be surprised. They're going to say, "Oh, geez, where is she?"
Hmm. I see myself on video, and I'm like, nobody's gonna want to see me on video.
Oh, you would be
But
surprised. I mean,
I'm
when you
just
think the
doing
least,
what I'm
you'd
told.
be
I'm gonna
surprised
follow.
how long people will follow you for before they actually take action and pick up the phone and call you. I mean, I'll have people say, "I've been following you for the last 6 months." They'll call me up for my videos, and it's like, I'm finally ready to get started. So you never know when that person is gonna have the money and just the initiative to take to get started.
Right, right. Well,
Yeah,
I
and then there are
appreciate
people
your
like
time, Mary
one
Beth.
thing, other things too. What I see too on YouTube is I see a lot of people making videos, and I go in and I look at it, and they haven't made it. They make one video, and the last video was like 4, 5, 6 months ago. They just stop dead in their tracks.
Mm-hmm,
They don't
mm-hmm.
realize
Yeah,
the importance of the momentum and building the following and being consistent. Because once one video out there just is not going to cut it. That's another
right.
reason why people they don't stick with it long enough to even build any kind of following or momentum. They'll put one video for one program and think that video is just going to work magic and miracles, and it doesn't happen that way.
Yeah. I mean, if nothing else has been drilled into my head from you guys, is be consistent.
Yeah, because it helps with the algorithms too. Keep putting content out there. The more videos you put, you're going to get favored by YouTube, and of course, your viewers are going to increase. Because you're going to build your following. You're going to have more people coming to your videos. The views are going to go up. That's all going to help with the algorithm, and then people,
Yeah.
are going to start to, get to know, like, and trust you. So they're going to want to watch your videos. They're going to look for them, and they're going to want to stay to the end. So if they
Right.
stay there the whole duration, and then the more subscribers you're going to get, and the whole thing is going to all come together.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like you say, it's just sticking with it. I mean, I technically started Power Lead System March 21st. but I didn't really get started trying to put my infrastructure and all that in place until the middle of April. So it's really just been maybe more like, I would say more like a couple of months, like maybe like 2.5 months or so. So, I keep thinking about, August and September, and just hoping that at that time, I'm not expecting to make thousands and thousands of dollars a week, but if I can just see something from my efforts on a consistent basis, on a weekly basis, then I'll feel like, okay, if I can consistently make $50 a week or $100 a week, then I can scale this thing up.
Oh, yeah. And then once you start getting those results, you want to get out there and share them right away and show people,
Right.
This is where I started and this is how I'm building it.
Right.
And that's gonna really help to, let people see the real possibilities with it.
Well, the other thing I was thinking is that I'm hoping that me, showing my progress, just showing what I'm doing will help people that are newer, that can see what it's like the first 90 days. Because typically,
yeah, and then at least if you show your leads too that are coming in, you could take screenshots of your Gmail account and show the leads that are coming in.
Yeah. And so, maybe I can do progress videos or something like that.
You definitely want to incorporate progress videos. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I may not have a check, but I got, that's still progress.
Show your lead flow, show your progress, show your proof, talk about like why you joined, what you like about it, the different benefits, the products, the traffic and lead generation, how the products are helping you, your goals, your expectations, where you've started from, where you are right now, and the progress on your journey as you go.
Yeah, that's a Facebook idea. Not Facebook. That's a YouTube idea. I need to put that down.
Like mix up there. Talk about why you joined the Power Lead system. What you like about it, the benefits, the value you're getting from it. How it's helping you, along your journey to accomplish your goals. And then show lead flow, how you're generating leads. And then once you start getting your results, your sales, show the results, and then along that way. And I don't know if you're involved in any other businesses, but how Power Lead System might help you to be successful in another business. Whether you're in it right now or whether you join it in the future, you can incorporate that too.
Yeah, that's what I love, is that with Power Lead System,
it's multifunctional. You could take another business and lead with that business on the front end, take a funnel, create a funnel, attach it to that business, and then put Power Lead System on the back end, and then flip it over, switch it over, and put Power Lead System on the front end, and then put your other business on the back end, and then you can have two income streams.
Yeah, I mean, but you're literally, with the Power Lead System, you're literally learning how to be an online marketer. I mean, everything about
ultimately, you're learning how to become a master marketer. Exactly.
Yes, that's what it is.
That's how a master marketer, because the longer you're at it, the more you're going to learn, the more you're going to expand your knowledge base and your skill set. And once those two increase together, you're just going to be worth so much more in the marketplace. And then people are going to see you as, you're going to be, of course, more credible, and they're going to see you as a leader. And then you're going to attract a lot more people.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. I'm, like I said, I'm still here, so I'm determined to get through my 120 days.
The Power Lead System, really has everything from A to Z, and that's where I see a lot of these other programs just falling short. You log into them, the back offices are pitiful. I've been in a lot of programs over the years, and like I say, they're like skeleton based back offices. There's nothing back there. There's no training. There really isn't. Just the bare essential products that might be some audio stuff or some basic video stuff, but nothing that's really going to help anybody to give them the knowledge and skill set like Power Lead System. Those products are one of a kind. They really are.
Yeah, I feel very fortunate to have found Power Lead System first, and then the other program that I'm doing is American Bill Money. I think those are two very strong, solid.
Oh, yeah. I'm still very much doing ABM too, and I'm just plugging away with that. I combine that too. Like I mentioned in my last video, I mail out so many postcards every single week. I scale that up as well. Whatever's in your budget, you just want to be mailing out. You want to be mailing out a certain, designated amount every single week. Don't stop. And then using YouTube and Facebook have also worked very well. That's been my, for ABM postcards, YouTube, Facebook.
Right.
Power Lead System solo ads, which is the paid traffic, Facebook and YouTube. And like I say,
Okay.
3 to 5.
All righty. Well, we've been on for about an hour, so I don't, huh?
Oh, well, yeah, the 3 to 5 methods, you know, and so you got your minimum of 3 methods. Just keep going from there.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks so much,
Oh,
Mary
yeah,
Beth.
you're very welcome. You are very, very welcome. Okay.
So we'll see each other tomorrow, I guess.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.